Hello fellow bookworms and welcome back to LangGo learning system. My name is Thomas and I'm one of the teachers here at LangGo. In the IELTS speaking exam, the examiner will quite often ask you some questions about your reading habits or require you to say something about a book that you've read or a film that you've seen. Here is a list of book and film vocabulary which will help you give answers more easily. And I'm extremely excited about this video as my passion is books. But no problem if you're not a bookworm too. You can adapt the questions to talk about films instead. Number 1. Have you ever watched a boring film that made you feel unhappy? If you say yes, I've got a word for you. Dreary. It means gloomy or depressing. For example, I'm not fond of dreary films because they make me feel bored, and I detest feeling bored. Number 2 is heartbreaking. Something that breaks your heart and evokes sad emotions. For me, Titanic is a heartbreaking film. Chances are that you've watched this a million times and you already know how it ends. But how can you not shed a tear when Rose tells Jack that she'll never let go? And then she lets go. Utterly heartbreaking. Number 3 is to find something intense. A book or a film loaded with action will give you strong feelings. I'm a huge fan of The Irishman. This is a meditative crime drama, digging into the lives of its criminal characters over decades. Stripped of the usual glamour, it highlights the slow, routine corruption that drags the main character down. It's such an intense movie for me, and the performances of the main characters are note perfect. Number 4 is tear-jerking. A book or a film that makes you cry or feel sad. A review states that the 15 Sheets sees its romantic love story play out against a vivid backdrop of social deprivation and class divides, which makes it simultaneously tear-jerking and heartwarming. Number 5, thought-provoking. It makes you think of a new idea or it changes your attitude towards something. The Pursuit of Happiness is a deeply thought-provoking film. It taught me to pursue my dream at all costs, and it motivated me to stay away from feeling discouraged and to try and accomplish my goals despite the odds being against me. Number 6 is box office hit. This is a movie which achieves great monetary or financial success. For example, with massive investment in actors and visual effects, Avengers Endgame was a box office hit in 2019. According to most of my younger students anyway. I've never actually seen it. Number 7 is futuristic, a book or a film which describes the future. Most of my friends would say that Star Wars is the futuristic film series they like most, because all of my friends are nerds who were born in the 1980s. I, however, dislike Star Wars because Star Trek is a million times better. Number 8 is Page Turner. This is a book that's so good you cannot stop reading it. When I was a kid, I found The Lord of the Flies to be an incredible page turner. I could not put it down. I read the whole thing from start to finish in one go. Number 9 is From Cover to Cover, from the first page to the last. I'm a fast reader, so in comparison with most people, it takes me less time to read a book from cover to cover. Number 10, bedtime reading. A book that you read in bed before going to sleep. I'm addicted to books, and bedtime reading has been a habit since I was a kid, when my parents used to read me stories before I went to sleep. Number 11 is intricate plot, a very complex labyrinth plot. Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice is one of the most beloved books in the English language. This book has a very intricate plot, so many people prefer to watch the film instead. The film was released in the 1990s. Number 12, an antonym of an intricate plot is a threadbare plot. This means a simple, primitive plot. You might say that you find the work of an author that you don't like threadbare, for example. Number 13 is to catch the latest film. To see a film that's just come out, just been released. For example, my friend is a huge fan of Marvel, She always catches the latest films as soon as they are released. Number 14, to flick through, to read something quickly. Reading books is not an interest for some people. For example, my older sister will often flick through stuff and then give it to me instead. Number 15, when you want to say that you can understand the hidden meaning of something, like a book or a film, I've got a phrase that you can use. To read between the lines. Let's look at the example below. With my favourite books, I often spend my time searching the information to read between the lines and to find the book's hidden or metaphorical meaning. And that's all for the lesson today. I sincerely hope that you found this class intriguing and useful for you to prepare for your IELTS speaking test. If you want to sign up for more IELTS courses at LangGo, feel free to click on the link below. LangGo's IELTS courses are designed to cater to your specific needs and to provide individual learning pathways. Like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell button to get notifications of our latest video uploads. Now get out of my virtual classroom, but please watch more videos.